ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express my best feelings to you all for having us today and sharing this project. In fact, everything was in the documentation, so there's not much to talk about. But again, the organizers wanted me to give some information about the book that is going to be published soon. This is my last book, in which, when I studied about this book, I saw that the problem between Armenia and Turkey is not the problem between two peoples at all. There is no Armenian-Turkish problem. The problem is in the understanding of running a state. The problem is between Armenia and Turkish problem. And when I came to conclusion, I found out that if you read any book written by anybody, Western, Eastern, etc., doesn't make any difference, most of them cover the same subjects. In all of it, you can see that Turkish side says it that way, Armenians the other way, they claim something, Turks give the answer. They are always opposite. And for the last 100 years, we cannot find any solution, cannot come to conclusion, etc. But if we look at the matter, as partly it was shown in this documentation as well, if we go to the root of the problem, we have to study on Russia, because the problem is arising from 18th century, from the years of Peter I, Duke Petrov, who wanted to establish an independent Armenia in Caucasia. And because he said to his generals that in the end you have to go to Caucasia and jump to the there's a bay in Iran, I remember the name now, so that you should cut the road going through India, because Britons were in India. They were trying to colonize India. So Russia wanted to share India with England. Of course, England didn't like it to happen. So, Peter kept his word, and Russian army came to the northern side of Iranian territories. During that time, all the area belonged to Iran, and Armenians were living in the village, and they were only forming, the numbers of the Armenians living in the area was so little. But Peter I said, collect them all. Work on it, study on this subject, and find all Armenians, and move them, or encourage them to move to Caucasia, so that they come together, they get a population. We then can easily establish an Armenia there. You can easily give this promise to them, but forget about whether you will do it or not. Just promise them that one day will come, we will establish an independent Armenian state here, so help us. The name of the bay was Basra Bay, if you remember. You know, why did Russia wanted to have such a thing? What was the plan of that? Because if such a state, which should be a puppet, independent Armenian state, of course, they should come there, Russia, of course. We jump to the Basra Bay. Through that way, it should be very easy for them to go to get to India. England, second state, was another founder of this problem. England saw the danger. Britain saw the same danger, and he wanted to establish the independent Armenia so that he can pretend Russia to come to the south. So a race started between two states, Russia and Great Britain was in race. So both of them were in despair. The third one is France, starting from 14th, 15th centuries. France was very much keen about the southern part of Turkey and Kilikya region. As you know, France is a Catholic country. Armenians were Gregorian. It's a part of Orthodox, perhaps. They feel themselves closer to Orthodox, but Gregorian is very much different. They claim that they are the first people who established Christianity. Therefore, they were very much, let's say, fighting with Pope and France as well, because they were Catholics, and they were claiming that Armenia should be Catholic, and they were saying that no, we are not sharing the same idea about Christianity. We are monotheists. So, France, which was very much involved, or very much keen about getting to Syrian, Palestinian lands, and to Kilikya region, wanted to establish a Catholic church over there, and force some people, some Armenians, persuaded them by using many methods, persuaded them to accept Catholicism. They became Catholic. And in Istanbul in 1830, they used force, they used pressure on Ottoman state, and established a new Catholic church in Istanbul. Patriarch came to the Sultan, saying that, objecting and claiming, saying that, Sultan, as you see, you are dividing my community. Please don't let them do that. The answer was very simple. Our Sultan said that, we never ever interfere in your business. You are the patriarch. You do your best not to divide or separate your community yourself. So, Catholic Church was established in Istanbul in 1830. By using that church, France started involving with the internal affairs of Turkish or Ottoman state. At this point, Russia was Orthodox. He wanted to have his own church in Istanbul as well, and he did it. England then came to Istanbul in 1850 and established Protestant church there, and America supported them. For all these imperialist countries tried to do their best to use the church that they established for their own business. America sent thousands of missionaries, as you know, to Turkey, who wanted to convert Muslims and to persuade them to accept Protestant religion or belief, as is known very well in Turkey. They established more than 500 colleges in Anatolia. Although there were only 3% people who were able to read and write. In such a country, the United States established more than 500 colleges. To do what? In those schools, they tried to do their best again to militarize the Armenian youth or young people and to give them the idea of nationalist movements and independence. By using that power, then you can easily get your independence, they say. Therefore, I'm saying that the Turkish people, Armenian people, who were very close to the Turkish province, for more than almost 1,000 years, they lived together. They shared the same cities, same villages, same towns. They never became contrasted. But every individual living in the world must think about this or that. What made them be that much angry with us, with each other, or that much angry with each other? In fact, not the people, but therefore I said during the film, if you remember, I was saying that it's not the people, but the states who are causing the problem. In the end, what I'd like to say is that if the problem can be taken to the desk, not the people, because Armenia will always continue saying that we know that Turks committed Holocaust to us, so we don't accept any other alternative plan. So it is useless to discuss this matter with Armenian people, but the state. Turkish Republic must sit at the table officially. Our archives are open to the public. Our archives are open to researchers for many years. For more than 1 million documentation are available for the researchers. We don't ask this question to Armenian people. Why don't you open your archives? You are not allowed to enter any archives belonging to Armenia nowhere in the world, even in the States. Why is that? Rather than claiming that Turks committed Holocaust against them, they should open their archives. They have already opened anyway. Not only 2 countries, but there are many states in the world who can easily come to the desk and discuss the matter and give their reports. Finally, both of the sides accept it. But if you say that, hey, Turkey, don't invite me to discussions at the universities. Don't ask me to open my archives. I will never do that. Because I solved the problem politically. If you remember, President of Armenia said that, no, I will never do such a thing. I will not play with you. Because we solved the problem politically. What does that mean? It means that anyway, in the end, politically, you will get the result. Politically, United States or European Union or European Parliament, whatever. So they are not running after the reality, but they are running after the dream that taught to them that they should have their 6 vilayets, Sivas, Erzurum, Van, Bitlis, Elazığ, and Diyarbakır. During Ottoman time, it was called Armenian provinces, that they like to have now. Until this achievement, they will continue their fighting. We are not fighting. We are researching. We are studying. We are not blaming anybody. We accept, we are saying that yes, unfortunately, many people died, many innocent people died, but mutually it happened. From the both sides it happened. So we know the basic reasons why it happened anyway. And if we should blame somebody, I think we should blame the imperialist countries, states, including England, United States, France, and Russia, of course. I know that the time is very limited, so if I can finish my book within 2 months, I think you'll get more information about these things, which will appear in the book. Thank you for your attention.